Hey guys, Luke here, and I'm here to preview the games for Super Saturday of round 24, so both of them Fox Sports. Usually there's 3 games, but due to the Warriors playing on a Sunday, we got the 2 games here. So Broncos take on the Knights, and the Rabbitohs take on Cowboys. So we're going to start with the Broncos versus Knights. So we go into the Broncos lineup: fullback Lachlan Maranta, Daniel Vito, Reid, Hodges, Copley, Barber, Hunt, Maguire, McCullough, Parker, Glenn, Gillett, and Thaiday, and the bench is Wallace, Kennedy, Hennett, and Oates. Going to the Knights lineup, we've got Gidley, Chanel, Matty-Utia, Gagai, Leilua, Sione, Matty-Utia, Mullen, Roberts, Snowden, Clydesdale, Mason, Scott, Rocco, and Smith. And then we got a 5-man bench of Waddell, Sims, Cuthbertson, Farlongo, and Houston, and I suspect Houston will be dropping off the bench, so he's the last one named. I mean, I know it's not always that reliable, but you'd think that's how it would be. The Knights picked up pretty good victory last week. I think it was against Warriors, I believe. Sione Matty-Utia scoring a hat-trick. I didn't watch the game, so it's hard for me to comment, but from all reports they played quite well, and the Warriors side had been on a roll, so take it for what you will. Broncos, on the other hand, woeful. Plus they've lost Josh Hoffman. I haven't seen Lachlan Maranta play at fullback, but I mean, in previous years I thought nothing of him, but this year he's been okay in the wing spot. So it'd be interesting to see if he actually does play at fullback. I suspect maybe Hodges will go to fullback or something like that. I'd say he'd be a better option, but it's just whether Hodges has the legs to play fullback now. The Knights, Kurt Gillett, I'm not sure about him at fullback, but I guess they've been winning, so why change it? But I'd say Sione Matty-Utia would probably be a better option. It's hard to pick this one because the Knights they've been winning, but the track record says they're gonna lose a game. But that's the same as Broncos. Also, the Broncos haven't been very impressive this year, so 2 pretty lackluster teams. I'll say the Broncos just based off them being at home at Suncorp Stadium. I'll go 1 to 12. Also, Ben Hunt's been in good form, and he's looking at a Dalian medal possibly. Well, he's in contention, so hopefully he steps up for the sake of him. So yeah, Broncos 1 to 12. So we're going to go into the Rabbitohs versus Cowboys game. So we're going to go to the Rabbitohs lineup. So we have Inglis, Johnston, Walker, Arvau, Takiri, Kiri. That's 2 separate people. Then we got Reynolds, Luke Burgess, Luke Tyrrell, Turner, McQueen, and Sam Burgess. And the bench is Clark, Lowe, Picker, and Tom Burgess, with Goodwin and Grievemel, something like that. Chris Grievemel or something, their 18th and 19th man. Then we move on to the Cowboys lineup, which is Morgan, Moga, Wright, Leonard, Winterstein, Louis, Thurston, Scott, Kosh, Jason, Sims, or Ashton Sims at prop, and then Tarek Sims at second row, Tamalalo, Hall, and the bench is Thompson, Bolton, Cooper, and Hall. Now it's another tough one to judge. Cowboys, they lost to the Panthers by 1 point on Monday night, but a disappointing performance overall, I'd have to say. From what I've heard, I didn't really watch all of it, but from what I've heard, that Panthers were probably quite lucky to be in the game. Cowboys, they weren't that good, even though they didn't lose by much. But yeah, you expect a better performance from them. They've got a final spot on the line. I mean, they're not, but by no means secure in the 8, so they don't want to drop points in coming weeks to the finals. Also, just the momentum. They need momentum, Cowboys. They're a team that runs off momentum, especially Thurston. South, though, they do have a lot of momentum. They're probably the form team of the comp, you have to say. Kiri, I haven't rated him at all this year, but he is starting to prove me wrong. I'm not going to go ahead and say that he's as good as what everyone says he is, but he's by no means a weak link in the side at this stage. It will be interesting to see where Sutton comes back and plays. I suspect he'll be playing in the second row or lock. But overall, the south side, I mean, the centre spot is maybe a weak spot, but Dylan Walker's a great player. He's been in great form this year. The Arvau dude's doing his job. Takiri is not a great winger. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Goodwin, 18th man, I don't know if he's any better, to be honest. Like, on his day, Goodwin is a much better player, but he's so hot and cold. He's like Inu. When he's good, he's good. When he's bad, he's real bad. So he has potential to be a good player. He played for New Zealand last year at the World Cup, but just not with it this year. But the forward pack, it'll be a pretty good battle. We got Matt Scott. Still no James Tamu, but we got Matt Scott, two Sims boys. Tamalalo's playing well. Glenn Horsch, just a consistent performer up against like the Burgess lads, Chris McQueen, Isaac Luke in there. So pretty good battle there in the forwards. And the halves is another good one. Keary and Reynolds up against Louis and Thurston. Got to say, Louis, for him being a piece of crap off the field, he's playing okay. And Thurston's Thurston. JT is a good player all the time. But personally, I think it's going to be a South victory. I can't see it any other way. Oh, I mean, obviously, if Thurston plays to his, like we all know he can, he produces a bit of magic, there is a chance that Cowboys can win. But yeah, I'm going to say